What do you mean you went without us? That's where you were? You just went on a fucking field trip to Texas and didn't take anybody else?
Yeah. I went to Thumper Fab down there in Marshall, Texas. Yeah, it was a field trip. You can call it whatever you want. It was a business venture, is what I'm calling it. And I don't have to take you everywhere that I go, okay? I'll have you know that. But I did not go alone.
Yes, you do have to take me everywhere you go. Do you hear yourself talking right now? Who the fuck you take? Cause I swear, if you took Roscoe over me, I'm about to burn this motherfucker to the ground.
No, I didn't take Roscoe, okay? Look, I went with Chip and Nakia. You know, Cheeto and Nacho, Team Outlaw. Let me just tell you about the trip, okay? It all started at Outlaw Ordinance in West Monroe. Well, after me turning a 45-minute trip into an hour and 20-minute trip, we finally made it to Outlaw Ordinance.
See there, problem number one right here. I don't understand the context of why it took you so long to get there, okay? If you would have taken me, I would have understood what happened. But I wasn't there, so I don't know. So I'm gonna need a little context, all right? How did you stretch out 51 miles of interstate and make it take that long?
Well, I had to make a stop. And I wasn't gonna put this part in the story, but my first stop. First stop of the day at a gas station in Bastrop, Louisiana. I didn't intend to stop here whatsoever, but the moral of this part of the video is you need to realize that you don't ever need to think that you can make it to that next gas station, because you probably can't. When I pulled up here, I had my ass cheeks clenched so damn tight because I had to shit so bad it was unreal. Okay, I could have parked in the handicap spot because I looked like a cow with two wooden legs walking in there fucking waddling. It's bad. Good news is though, I found gas on or diesel under $5. It's only $4.99 here. That's pretty awesome. Cheapest I've seen in a couple days. But yeah, never think you can make it to the next gas station, because realistically you probably can't. I should have pulled over at that last crackhead gas station and just fought for my life in the bathroom stall against possums or whatever else came through that door, because I bet I didn't fucking make it. All right, back to the trip.
That's absolutely disgusting. You could have just said there was traffic, and I would have believed you. I didn't need detail. Continue the story so we can get past this.
Now, realistically, I should probably park in this front parking lot, but I like to go through this back gate that they tell me not to go through because, you know, it's a lot more fun to be back here where all the cool shit is. So let's slide up in here and see if these motherfuckers are actually here already. Look at them. Out here, ready. Trucks cleaned up. Shit. No, now I have a question. I mean, if they get to ask questions, I get to ask questions, so... Well, I ain't never seen them boys have their trucks clean. Why in the hell did they all of a sudden both have their trucks clean at the same time? I mean, it's just a truck. It's all right if it's dirty. Okay, yeah, I guess we're open to questions for the whole entire fucking time I'm trying to get through this. So they both had their trucks clean because I was going to try and do some rolling shots of their trucks going down the interstate. I mean, that's pretty much it. But look, if we keep asking questions, I'm never going to get to the part of the story where ThumperFab is. So I'm just going to like fast forward through the whole rolling shot thing, except for the one part where I absolutely smoked Nakia's ass when he tried to race me. But yeah, I'm just going to skip through all that till we get to Thumper. So no questions until then. Little fucker over here trying to race everybody. Goodbye, Nacho. It was nice staying with you there for a second. He tried to keep up though, ain't he? He just ain't got it.
No. I see what you did there. You didn't want us to ask no questions, so we couldn't ask you why you fucking pulled off on like that. That's a false start, okay? You can't do a 40 roll if they don't even know you're doing a 40 roll. It looks like he was just cruising beside you. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. Kind of looks like if you were racing, that you jumped. That's all I'm gonna say. Maybe you didn't. I wasn't there. Whose fault is that? All I'm gonna say is, he seen that you were running away, and for him to have a false start, he wasn't smoked as you say. But continue. Did you make the Thumper Fab?
And you wonder why I didn't take you. But yes, we did make it. I'm out here with a fucking holding my GoPro in my hand. They're pro status. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, this is going to be where it starts. We start at the front of the building. Everything comes in. That's just a flat sheet of aluminum or a flat sheet of steel. From there, we take it into our laser. We start cutting parts. This laser, come around this way. This laser is a fully automated tower here. This automation gives us essentially the ability to run this thing all night long. We can load it up with steel, load it up with aluminum. It'll sit here and cut parts and have parts ready for us the next morning. It does the same during the day. So
You just leave somebody overnight to watch it, make sure it doesn't explode or not, or it's good to go.
no, it'll send you an email if it goes down. But the parts that we keep running,
The machine stops it.
Yeah.
Emails you.
emails you, hey, I have a problem. But now for the most part, it'll sit there and run with no problem. The only time it might have something if it runs low on air or something like that. But
Okay. Oh, thanks, massive.
yeah.
Get to whatever you do.
This is the laser itself. Once everything feeds into that tower, it comes in here, it starts cutting parts, it starts shooting some in here.
What the hell? Why don't we have one of those? Every single time we have to make something, you make us hand cut it, add a plate, and measure it, and do everything by hand. It takes me all fucking day to get a bunch of shit built. That thing runs overnight. I could just wake up the next morning and it'd be done. Why don't we have one?
And that's a great question. It would be freaking awesome if we had one. But I went ahead and looked one up, and this is actually how much it costs.
Oh, you're just being cheap. Just continue the story.
Yeah, continue the story. All right? Don't you listen to that boy. We don't need no self-automated workers around here, okay? The only kind of work is the kind that you do with your own two hands. All that other new stuff's gonna put us out of work, okay? Let's just be thankful that they didn't have none of them robots there. And robots gonna put us all out of work. So it's a funny thing that you brought up the whole robot thing, because they actually do have a robot, Roscoe. And you know what? It's great. I mean, it's not lightning fast. It's no Speedy Gonzales out there, but it's consistent and steady, because, some people, real life people, they like to come up to me at random times in the day and complain about things that happened in 1968, then take 4 smoke breaks back to back to back to back, and then have to take an extra 15 minutes on lunch because your blood pressure pills that I've never seen a prescription for haven't kicked in yet. So the robots may not be a bad thing. That's all I'm going to say. Let me tell you about it. So what we got right here, pretty much, this little robotic arm that they named Deborah is going to tank this piece of metal here. And they use this piece of metal here for your box stay arms, your face plates, your skid plates, anything that needs to be bent in any way, period. This arm is going to make sure it gets in the right section. It's set completely and totally right every single time in the jig. It's going to take 0 breaks. Going to not call anybody's ex-girlfriend, baby mama, or anything for 12 minutes in a porta-john while you're not looking. It's freaking awesome. And short of a fucking power outage, this thing is going to run 23 hours a day. They go in and clean it 1 hour every day, and that is it. It's completely and totally caged in. It holds it up to the light just to fucking check its craftsmanship. This thing is awesome as shit. It's caged in, no entry, no nothing. You can slide anything
in the little spot right down there where the other two plates are, and it will grab that thing and make sure it comes out the other end in another spot, which you can just reach in and grab whenever you want. A few computer strokes or some crazy shit about digital design or something like that, and this sucker here will pretty much do anything you want it to do. I bet you this thing could damn near roll a blunt if you wanted it to. Fucker's high tech. I like it.
What y'all are lacking to understand, have y'all not seen that new movie that came out? It's called Terminator. Okay, have y'all not seen the Terminator movie? It was wonderful. It came out like a couple months ago. You need to go watch it. You don't know what y'all boys are getting yourself into with these robots, but thank goodness it's just 2 sets of automated equipment. Anything more than 2's a crowd, and I can't handle the crowd, so. What you looking at me like that for?
Well, Jeff finally got out of the office to come show us the newest piece of equipment they just got put in, the laser tube. This sucker here takes a 20-foot stalk in one end and shits out a whole bunch of pre-done parts on the other. Your Nerf bed rails, your cage parts, anything like that, this sucker will do it all. And I'll tell you what, I'm starting to think these folks down there at ThumperFab may be part of the Death Star, because they've got more lasers than anybody else I know. Everything around here is laser. But enough of showing y'all all the equipment and stuff like that. We need to show y'all what they make. So let's get into that. Them little lasers got this winch bumper done up right here. Winch on the rear of a Can-Am Defender 4-seater. We got the top rack on it. It's got light bars rear, left, right, front. We got a level 1 audio roof in the top of this one right here. Maybe a level 2. But they got the winch bumper on the front as well. They're finna start putting a lift on this thing. Let me show you what else I got. Slide right over here to the powder coating section. Everything's hanging. Everything can be slid in and out super easy. They got 2 ovens set up right here. Everything they pretty much do is powder coat. They do a lot of different colors and things like that. Slide down here. It's like an assembly line through this whole entire place. Got someone on the right putting small parts together. I'll show you her again. But the shipping area is massive. It's huge. Back to the parts assembly. They got a whole bunch of these little stations everywhere throughout here, putting little pieces together throughout the whole entire shop. But looking over here, up atop here, you got speakers, amps, subwoofers, sub boxes, you name it, they got it. This section here, the speakers were so loud in their audio roof testing area, my GoPro microphone actually couldn't pick up the sound because it was so fucking loud. It's insane. But they make a bunch of different roofs for all kind of stuff. Can-Am, Polaris, Kawasaki, Tracker, you name it. They probably got it.
Hey, wait a second, back up now. Who was that with the backpack on taking a picture? By the powder coating station? Don't tell me that was Will. Do not tell me you let Will go and you did not let me go.
Yeah, it was Will. Yeah, Will was brought by Chip and Nakia. You know, Cheeto and Nacho. Because they wanted somebody to come help take pictures. So they brought Will, and Will was there.
Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, you know, it's not like he went down there to make TikToks with you. As long as y'all weren't just down there making TikToks together, it's fine.
Well, no, I would never make a TikTok with Will. Well, Will, we made it to ThumperFab. I don't know if you can see the sign up there, but I thought this was going to be one of those run-of-the-mill in-house mom-and-pop shops where they just make your cage and shit. Well, they got robot arms. They got fucking fully automated lasers that run 24 hours a day. They got presses. They got assembly lines. There's a powder coat section down there somewhere. This place is fucking intense.
I just want you to know I'm gonna remember this shit at Christmas. I'm gonna remember this shit on your birthday. Okay? Next time a water line busts and somebody needs to get down in the hole and see how bad it is, I'm gonna remember this. And you know what? As a matter of fact, I don't even want to hear the rest of the story. Okay? Because nothing is gonna beat that betrayal of you making a TikTok with Will. Closing remarks? Anything else you want to tell me about this fucking trip before I find anything else out bad?
Look, it's not a big deal, okay? I mean, there is some other things that happen, but I mean, we tried to ramp one of the Outlaw trucks through a bay door to get some air at one point.
You know good and well I am a professional at vehicular negligence. Okay? I would have sent that motherfucker. Okay? I would have touched the fucking ceiling when I came through that bay door. Alright? That was weak. I didn't even see rubber leave the ground. I can't believe you done did this shit to me. You know what? I don't want to hear no more about the storm. Alright? I'm done. I'm going out there. I'm doing work. Fucking wasting my time. All I learned was that you ain't shit. And you don't take me on shit you know is gonna be fun. Remember this.
Ah, come on, Ricky, don't be like that. Don't. Whatever, look. I'll take you on the next one. Look, guys, either way, end of the story is I had a great time. I'm getting audio roof from my fucking Defender because they're loud as shit and they light up. So they're fucking awesome. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going next, but if anybody has any suggestions, let me know.